welcome back to my channel. We were just talking about how exciting it is that it's finally fall in LA. Alex is getting back into the car from being inside there dropping off a box at the P.O. box, and then we are on our way to drop Lanka off at the vet. The vet is a little different situation now here in LA, where you just kind of pull up your car, you wait outside, you drop your dog off, they take your dog inside, and they deal with the dog alone inside of the office.
One of the few things that COVID has made better.
It's convenient, but also like I kind of feel bad that we can't be in there waiting for him. I don't know, it's kind of a weird like mom guilt, I guess. Spoke too soon. I'm already hot. Removing the first layer already. I was all excited that it was cold outside, but the sun is just like beaming down, and it's really not cold enough for 2 layers in LA. Is it ever cold enough for 2 layers in LA? No. We just pulled up to the vet. I've been on the phone with different pet stores, and I've been looking at Google for this specific type of crate. You guys asked about how we're getting Lanka to New Zealand. It's a whole process, but the good news is we hired a pet relocation company. It's similar to how we got Lanka to the United States to begin with. When we were in Sri Lanka, we found Lanka. He was a street dog there. We couldn't bring him on the airplane. We tried everything to get that to happen. We couldn't do it. So we ended up hiring a company that specializes in relocating pets, and that's what we've done again now for our travels or our moving to New Zealand. So we're currently at the vet again. We were probably here like 10 days ago or so. This time we're here because they are going to apply his flea medication to him, because they have to like fill out a form until he gets there, specifically saying that they put the flea medication on him, and just so that they can like verify that it's been done. We have to work with an accredited vet to get all of that done. We've run into a little bit of a hiccup right now, and that is the crate situation. There's a specific crate that is recommended for air travel, or it's actually like you have to have this specific crate to travel with him. So it's sold out everywhere. I don't know if everybody's traveling with their pets right now, or if everybody's moving to different places right now, but I cannot find the crate for the life of me. I can order it on Amazon, but it won't arrive till February because it's back ordered, which is not gonna work for us because we're leaving in January. He also just hasn't been in a crate for a while, because when we moved into our new place, he was really well trained and we trusted him at night. So we essentially just didn't need the crate anymore. So he's just been sleeping in his bed every night. So we just want to get him used to it again. Whenever we do pull out the crate, whenever we're traveling, he loves it and goes right in it. So again, I'm not worried about it, but I do want to get this specific crate ASAP so I can get him in there and like super comfortable with it so that he's not worried. He's crying right now because we just parked. And whenever we park, usually we let him right out, but this vet kind of takes a little bit of time. Last time we were here, we were in the car for like a while waiting. They're just dealing with like one dog at a time or something like that. And so we're gonna wait here until they're ready to come get Lanka. We are home from the vet. We just had dinner. I made like a veggie bolognese with like eggplant and zucchini and organic tomato sauce, and I let it simmer for 4 hours. I should have showed you guys, but sometimes I'm just living in the moment and then I have to update you. I should get better at just like filming what happens.
Film everything that ever happens in your life, always. Just kidding, don't do that.
On a exciting note, I'm making chocolate covered strawberries because I was craving chocolate and I knew we had semi-sweet chocolate chips in the pantry. And so I put some in a pan. I added some almond milk. I put like a little bit of heat and just like let it mix together for a little bit. And then I washed some strawberries and I dipped them in once it became like creamy and milky. And they look fantastic. I've never made them before, and it was a last minute choice, but a fantastic one. And it looks like somebody
Guilty as charged.
Oh, I got this mat when we first got Lanka from Sri Lanka to welcome him. So cute. Memories. We just got in from our walk and came back to the strawberries. The chocolate has dried a bit. Such a simple dessert, but just so good. We also have this going now. So it's finally getting cold enough outside, especially in the evening. We were able to find an approved crate for Lanka online that shipped in a couple of days. So update, the crate is here. I'm excited to get it out of the box and kind of get him acclimated to it and put treats in there. We'll probably feed him dinner in there and just make it a really happy, comforting space for him. Just realized some really good news is that now we have another ginormous box that we can reuse and put our stuff inside to go to New Zealand. This is nice and huge, which will be really useful. Yeah, there's your little bed. Yeah, he gets in there right away when his bed's in there. Update, pardon the noise of the gardeners, but he still hasn't gotten out of it and he has made himself quite comfortable in there. This is like 10 to 15 minutes later. We're trying to put it together because it's upside down and he won't get out.
Come on.
Come on.
Come. Good boy.
Okay, good boy.
Thank you.
Okay, so the almond color needs to be up at the top and the black goes at the bottom. He loves it. He won't go.
Stop it.
No. He's like, this is my new den, people.
Monkey.
He's licking your hands while you put it together.
It's just like, come on, bro.
Let the man work. It is Thursday. I have you guys propped up on a box right now that I just finished packing. It is a box of pillows, blankets, and baskets, just kind of decor pieces. And I've spent the morning with my best friend Chrissy sitting in the backyard, just chatting about life. She had a good harvest of the veggie garden that I posted on Instagram. She was like, I never get to harvest veggies and I just like want to do this. So she just walked around, grabbed a bunch of kale, Swiss chard, basil, cilantro. We have so much growing right now. It's gone crazy. Ever since we got back from Colorado, everything's just been insane. So I told her like, come back the next couple of months and just continue to harvest because things are going like crazy. And I just made this template in this journal for us to keep track of everything that we're packing and what the box numbers are. The Virgo in me like really likes doing stuff like this. And so when the shipping company told me to do this, I was like, you got it. So essentially we write which is the box number. So I've made a section for the box number. I've made a section for the contents. So what is in each box. And then we also have to put down the value because that's something that the shipping company requires that we do, is know around an estimate value of each box. So far we have 2 boxes completed, much more to do and a lot more to pack. We're going to do a garage sale next weekend. So we're just gonna kind of prep for what we wanna sell and what we don't wanna sell. I have so much clothes to go through and figure out, and I do plan on trying to sell some things on Depop or Poshmark. So keep a lookout for that, because there are going to be so many good items that I'm just going to get rid of because I'm trying to get over to New Zealand with not a lot. I just kind of want to have a capsule wardrobe when I get over there. And if you guys don't know what that is, I made a video all about capsule wardrobing. You can just probably search it on YouTube. But I want to have something really minimum and just not go over there with a lot of things. We are bringing our favorite decor pieces, like everything that we have up on the walls that we love, that we just purchased this year. Because honestly, a lot of the stuff, I'll show you guys this piece from World Market, this dining room table, this chair. A lot of these pieces that we do have in our house, we've taken a lot of stuff off the wall, which is like making it all feel very real. But a lot of these pieces I purchased after our trip to New Zealand. And after our trip to New Zealand, we moved directly into this house. So it was really cool because I was very inspired by the Kiwi decor. I really loved like the light colors, the rattan, everything was like neutral, white, black, and then green from indoor plants. And I was really inspired by that. So when we moved into this place, I really brought all of that home decor into this home. So now that we're moving to New Zealand, I'm like, a lot of these pieces I want to bring with me because I purchased them with the Kiwi style in mind. So I'm bringing a lot of stuff with me, but of course there's a lot we're not taking with us, like our huge couch here that is just kind of falling apart right now. Honestly, the thing that is the hardest for me to leave behind, and I'm talking about a thing, not a person, is this Monstera plant. If there was a fire in our house and they asked me what like possession, not person or animal or anything like that, but like what thing would you want to bring with you, would probably be this Monstera plant because it's just so beautiful. It's grown so gorgeous over the last couple of years and it's just so pretty, and I'm really sad to leave it behind. I'm going to give this to Alex's mom. I gifted Chrissy my snake plant and my Z plant. So you guys know how much I love my indoor plants, obviously. I kissed them when I was saying goodbye to them as they were going into Chrissy's trunk. And she wanted to take the snake plant and the ZZ plant because they're the easiest to take care of, which is entirely true. She says that she kills a lot of plants. She just got rid of her fiddle because of that. Chrissy will do just fine taking care of the ZZ plant and the snake plant because they're just so easy to take care of. Honestly, they can be in any light and they barely even need to be watered. They're so easy to take care of. So they're the best for beginners. She says she's not a beginner. She's like, I'm not a beginner, I just kill things. And I'm like, okay, well, the ZZ plant and the snake plant will be great for you. So I just gotta go through different things. It feels good that I did get the ZZ plant and the snake plant out of the house, although I will miss them tremendously. It does feel good to just kind of start letting go of things so that, like, we can't bring indoor plants into New Zealand. So that's why, you know, it's hard to let go of them, but I will get more indoor plants when we get over there. It is around 4:30 p.m. right now. I am in my office. I am about to do a Zoom meeting with my manager and my agent. We're gonna be talking New Zealand and kind of strategy and kind of logistics with everything like that. I'm going to freshen up my face a little bit because I put makeup on this morning, but I just kind of want to give myself a little bit of an oomph before the meeting. I'm using this rose water. It is Garnier Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. And I always love using this, like, if I've been doing stuff all day, like, you know, I just finished up packing, so it feels good to just kind of freshen up a bit. And I'm not trying to do anything crazy with my makeup at all, but just doing a little bit of rose water, a little bit of this lip sleeping mask, which I've talked about so many times. I love it so much. And then also I'm just going to dab some of this in the nude stick on my cheeks. I already poured myself a little glass of red wine. This is Dark Horse, and it's in my little vintage wine glass that I bought off of Etsy years ago when I moved into my Silver Lake apartment. I wanted vintage glasses, and if I remember correctly, these were from like 1975. They've been on my bar cart ever since, and somehow I've lost like almost all of them besides like one or two. And I'm pretty sad about it because I love them. Somewhere in the move, I think one broke one time. So essentially there's just like one more left, I think, and it's just the one that I use all of the time because I just love the way that it looks, and I just love the shape of it. So yeah, just putting a little bit of this on my cheeks, making myself feel a little bit more put together, a little bit more alive. I love using this on my lips too sometimes to just kind of like have it blend. I like when my cheeks and my lips are the same color. I already have mascara on from this morning, and my eyebrows. I used Boy Brow by Glossier this morning, and so that all feels good. I just wanted to freshen up a bit. Might even add a little bit more rose water just to really feel fresh and soothed. I've got, oh, that's gonna make me cough now. I really breathed that in. You can't really tell right now, but the corner of my office, now you can probably see it, is a little bit of a disaster. I feel like I am just being gentle with myself over the next couple of months when it comes to how the place looks, because we're moving to another country. So obviously we're going to be going through stuff, and things are just going to be essentially everywhere and in boxes and just in places that they are not usually in. So I'm just giving myself a break with all of that. I am getting a bit stressed out in moments. Like, I'm normally pretty level-headed and can navigate things completely on my own, but I've been like delegating a lot of tasks to Alex because I have the tendency to try to take care of everything on my own. And this is all, there's just so much to do that I can't deal with it all on my own, and Alex doesn't want me to either. But I'm getting better at like delegating tasks and telling Alex like what I need him to help me with and stuff like that. And I think communication is so key when you're in a relationship and you guys are doing something like him and I. When we're moving to another country, we have to kind of communicate with each other like, hey, I've got this done, can you take that task, and can you help me with this and that. And the more we communicate with each other and kind of let each other know what we need help with, it's just like really, really helpful. So somebody commented on my last video, like, it's really nice to see you like kind of in boss mode and delegating tasks. And I'm not trying to be in boss mode. I'm just more so being realistic about how much can be accomplished on my own. Because I, again, have a tendency to like pick up everything, to just because I am a Virgo and I like being proactive, I like try to get a bunch of stuff done on my own. And I can be quite not controlling. I don't want to say controlling is the right word, but I can be very specific on how I like things done. So I am learning how to release that control, to let go a bit, and to let other things get done the way that they would get done by somebody else. So that being said, I had the greatest therapy call the other day. If you guys have been thinking about doing therapy and you haven't booked it yet, and it's something you've been considering for a while, this is a sign to just do it. I waited so long. I was about to start at the beginning of this year, and then COVID hit, and my therapist was like, oh, hey, you know, I went to Vegas this weekend, and I just want to be clear with that. And she like went for a concert, and she was like, I just want you to know that, because at the time it wasn't lockdown, but we were just kind of hearing about COVID. So she was like, hey, I just like feel like it's responsible for me to tell you I was there. Obviously, I don't even think social distancing, like it was like literally right when it happened. I don't even think social distancing was like a thing that people were saying at the time. It was just cool to talk to her, not only about like family stuff, but also about this big life transition. And I'm really excited to have her to talk to as I go through these next couple of months. She can't be my therapist in New Zealand because she's only licensed in the state of California. And even if I like went out of town for the weekend, she wouldn't be able to talk to me because she has to only practice in California. So it'll have to end when I go to New Zealand. But it's really cool to have somebody with me through this process from beginning to end of just like prepping and leaving for New Zealand, because I just know that things are going to come up that I'm going to want to decompress, to get off of my chest. I told her, she was like, what do you want to talk to me about? Like, what's your goal here? Because you are going to New Zealand and all of that kind of stuff. And we had like a really great conversation about like childhood and family and all of that kind of stuff. And then when we went into the New Zealand thing, I just said, you know, I just want somebody that's not in my inner circle to just kind of like talk about this transition. There's just so much going on, and it'll be nice to like have something. It's midweek, our calls, and so it'll just be nice to like have something midweek to just kind of like get off my chest, tell her like what's going on, what's been bumming me out, what's been stressing me out, what's been good. I just finished up the happy hour with Melissa and Stephanie, and now I just came into the kitchen. I was very pleasantly surprised and very happy to see. I'm not surprised because it's not like you don't cook dinner ever, but I'm just very happy because I came out to this.
It's Middle Eastern inspired Swiss chard stuffed with ground beef that has onions, Swiss chard, and cinnamon. He wants some.
He smells the beef.
And then check this out. Here's your plate.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, should be good.
Wow.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Happy Saturday. I'm about to make a green smoothie. I've got my little NutriBullet here. I wanted just like nice hearty greens right now in a smoothie, not a juice. And so I'm really excited to make this right now. I've got kale from the garden. I grabbed some Swiss chard. And I have some mint here from the garden as well. And then I have a banana. Oh, I just dropped it. That is not from the garden. I'm not growing bananas, but that would be nice. And I don't know what else I'm gonna mix in here, but probably some frozen blueberries, maybe. I'm gonna look in the freezer and see what I have in our frozen department. Yesterday, I spent most of the day just sitting at my computer after my workout, editing this video actually that you are watching right now. And so today is Saturday. Today is the day before this video will go out, and I hope that you guys are liking this, just kind of bringing you along through little pieces of my day throughout the week. I have a video idea that I want to do for next week, and a lot of it involves my garden and food from my garden, so I'm excited, and I'm kind of thinking about how I'm going to put that together, but it's going to be another vlog style, but show you guys some recipes and stuff like that, so I think you guys will like that.